Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning into my top 10 list assignment. Now before I head into my list, I just want to preface this video by mentioning that my list is completely subjective and I'm not only rating these skiers based solely on their skill, but also what they do for the sport, creativity, their personalities in terms of the sport, how much I enjoy watching them, and the influence they've had on me. There's definitely skiers throwing bigger and harder tricks than some of my selections out there, but as mentioned before, this is all my opinion. Enjoy the video. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Ahmed Ali. As you can see by these clips, Ali is a very creative skier. He's arguably the best urban skier of all time and has a very inspiring style. The only reason he hasn't placed higher on the list is although he often competes in events like the X Games, his fame mainly stems from his urban skiing, which is not a kind of skiing I personally partake in but still admire due to its creativity. Ali currently rides for the Folklore Free Ski team, and in 2011 won the International Free Ski Film Festival's award for Best Skier.
Oh, something like a weather, and I'm gonna be coming home, boy, and I hope for the better. This is what she said.
Coming in the number 9 spot, we have Moffatt. He is undoubtedly one of the most technical park riders out of Canada, meaning he performs very difficult tricks on bar features like rails. His unnatural rotations off jumps are extremely well developed, and he's Canadian, which gives him bonus points. He's on this list mainly because of his attitude in competition, which is extremely humble. This is important for an up-and-coming competitor like Max. He currently rides for Liberty Skis and in 2016 won first at the Step Up Tour, a Quebecois free ski competition.
For every drop of a rain that fall, boy, I know you wanna see your mama. I said, baby, alright, I got to get myself to.
Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have Alex Hall. There's only one way to put this: Alex Hall is insane. His skiing is definitely top notch and his style is some of the cleanest looking out there today. He sports a bag of tricks that almost needs to be included when discussing top modern freestyle skiers. Although his tricks are always super technical, he never fails to stomp them. The only reason he isn't higher on this list is because although he is crazy talented, he isn't revolutionary like some of the coming skiers. I just don't see myself following his skiing as much as others. Fun fact, the last trick of this montage is a cork 180. It's considered near impossible by almost every freestyle skier. Alex Hall is currently riding for Faction Skis and has won a multitude of awards across different competitions.
Wrote me a 10-page letter. She said I'll be coming home, boy, and I hope for the better. And you know that you might.
Coming in at the number 7 spot, we have Henrik Harlow, another insanely talented skier who ranks among almost anyone's top list. He's put out so many internet-breaking video parts and has won countless medals across all kinds of competition that his extremely clean style is impossible not to include. He's been in the skiing spotlights since the young age of 16 and is still killing it at 26. I find his dedication and drive insane, and that's why he takes this spot on my list. He currently rides for Armada Skis and, as mentioned before, has won countless medals and awards. In 2013 at the X Games, he also threw down the world's first nose-buttered triple cork 1620, which will sound like a foreign language to most people, but it's still an insanely difficult trick. It is comprised of 3 off-axis flips and 4.5 full rotations, all done off the pop given by the nose of your skis during a nose butter. Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have fortyeighters. He is a very fearless skier, and a lot of the tricks he does have never been done before, and he's constantly pushing the creative side of free skiing with his new tricks. He's also extremely consistent with his tricks and always takes progression over statistical results, which makes him one of my favorite freestyle skiers. In my opinion, he is currently the best rail skier in the world. He rides for the Head Freestyle Ski Team, and his most impressive award is winning first place at the 2017 Red Bull Play Streets event, although he's won various other international level awards and medals.
This is what she said, I'll be coming home, boy. Oh, I hope for the better. Oh, this is what she said, I'm coming home. I got to get there, boy, I'm coming home.
Alright, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Melvin Berg. Now, he's definitely nowhere near any of the other skiers on this list in terms of style, difficulty, or creativity, but that's because he's only 8 years old. When I was 8 years old, I didn't even partake in any sports, and this kid is throwing tricks that can be compared with those of lower level professionals or sponsored amateurs. He's definitely going to be massive in the future. I discovered this kid through a viral internet clip and have since been following his insane progression, which is both fascinating and motivating to watch.
And you know that your mind is changing, oh, something like the weather. And I'll be coming home, boy, and I hope for.
So coming in at the number 4 spot, we have John Olsen. Now this is where we get more into personal reasons as opposed to just skiing skill on paper. John Olsen is a good first example of this because while his skiing is amazing and he's won countless X Games medals, he's a very smart man in and outside of the sport. He blew up and became famous with the sport of free skiing itself. He recognized at a young age that he was at the forefront of a sport that was going to explode, and used that to his advantage and became sponsored by multiple huge companies like Head Skis and Red Bull. He is now a free skiing legend and owns his own company. Like mentioned before, I don't only look up to John for his amazing ski talent, but for his ability to turn himself into a legend while the sport of free skiing was still up and coming.
You got to stop for playing them tricks. You got to get that woman out there quick now.
Finally, starting off in the top 3 spots, we have Candide Thovex. Candide Thovex was the first to clear Chad's Gap, a massive 120-foot backcountry skiing gap. Took an unbelievable amount of podiums from 2007 to 2010. Filmed my personal favorite ski movie ever, Few Words, in 2012, and is a very creative skier that can literally ski any terrain, whether it be snow, grass, or sand. He just makes so much amazing video content that I fell in love with as soon as seeing his One of Those Days short film. There's just something about him and the way he skis that makes me have to put him on the podium. He currently rides for Faction Skis, aka the Faction Collective.
Got to see who you with. You got to get yourself together.
Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Andrei Ragetli. This man is a Swiss free skier who is currently at the top of his game. His style is definitely some of the cleanest in slopestyle competition as of today, and he can triple flip almost anything. He also landed the world's first ever quad cork 1800, as you can see in this clip. Although Andrei's skiing is huge, he rarely shows creativity or skis anything other than park, which brings me to my next point. His YouTube channel balances out that negative because it allows an insider view into the professional competition lifestyle of an elite skier like Andrei. Other skiers on this list, like John Olsen, also have YouTube channels, but the reason I like Andrei so much is because his fan base is quite small and it's a lot like a community. He currently rides for the Focal Free Ski team and is scheduled to ride in the 2020 Olympics. And finally, last but not least, at the number 1 spot, we have my favorite freestyle skier, Magnus Rayner. This is definitely an unpopular pick, but I honestly can't remember a time when Magnus wasn't my favorite skier. He's pretty much the paradigm of new wave skiing, and he rides like no one else does. I believe that he is revolutionizing the sport, and as the years pass by, a lot of his flailing arm, really playful and poppy style will be adapted to mainstream slopestyle skiing. Now, when compared in terms of technical abilities, he definitely doesn't match up with most of the other skiers in this list, but like I said, he's just so unique and has such fun style that I can't help but aspire to ski like him. He currently rides for the ON3P skiing team and is a part of The Bunch, which is a ski group who have all kind of adapted this modern style.
Alright, I got to get myself together. Come on, I said you know.